Now, if I were to tell you that you had a 71% chance of winning the lottery, would you play those numbers? I'm guessing you would. According to carseatsite.com, you can reduce the risk of injury to your child by keeping them in a rear-facing car seat up until the age of 2 by 71%. Now, what parent wouldn't do what they can to keep their child as safe as possible? Now, while I'm not a certified car seat installer or technician, I am a registered nurse, and I do try and keep myself up to date on all of the latest recommendations. And as of 2007, the recommendation was that you keep your child rear facing for as long as possible. And this right now is up until the age of 2 is what the recommendation is stating. Now, everyone does not have children in their lives, but everyone knows someone with children, everyone sees children around. So having this education and knowing what the current recommendations are, gives you the education and the ability to educate if you see an issue. Now, in this speech, I will discuss with you why a rear-facing car seat is the current recommendation. It does help to protect a small child better. It helps to, number one, protect the child's head and neck. It cradles the body more, which is the top half, the head, neck, and torso of the child. And then it helps to more evenly distribute the energy that is caused from an impact during a motor vehicle accident. So first we will talk about head and neck protection. Now, being in a rear-facing car seat up until the age of 2 is what the recommendation is, because children do not have the neck development muscle. Their vertebrae are still immature, still partially made of cartilage. So if they are in a front facing impact, the motion is going to, we always hear the word whiplash, but their spinal column will be stretched out. Now, their spinal cord does allow for a little bit of stretch, but it is only allowed about 1/4 of an inch before you start to see rupture of the spinal cord. And of course, every parent's nightmare would be what they call an internal decapitation, where that spinal cord is severed, resulting in a lot of times paralysis and even death. So next I'll touch on the whole body protection of a rear-facing car seat. Now, the rear-facing car seat serves to protect the child's head, neck, and torso better than when they are in a front-facing car seat. Now, instead of the head and neck being thrown forward, the impact during a front-facing, when they're in a front-facing seat, they will be thrown forward. If they're in a rear-facing seat, what happens is they're actually put back into the cradle of this rear-facing car seat. So they've done research as well that shows that even in a side impact, the head and neck is still better positioned and more protected in a rear-facing car seat during a side impact crash as well. Now, finally, we will touch on the energy factor. So as you know, when you are in a vehicle and going any rate of speed, when you are in an accident or you hit something, you immediately stop. So that quick stop, even in a vehicle that is only going 25 to 30 miles per hour, the negative acceleration or the deceleration can be as much as 20 to 30 Gs. So the purpose of a car seat is to reduce that rate of deceleration. So you can imagine in a rear-facing car seat, as I said before, when there's an impact, that child is going to be pushed back into that car seat. So if I've got a car, a car seat behind me, it's going to kind of cradle me. So I'm going to push back into, if you're sitting front facing, the child is going to be thrown forward. Now, as I said, the 20 to 30 G's of deceleration happens when you're only going 25 to 30 miles an hour, which we don't really ever drive anywhere doing 25, 30 miles an hour. So you can imagine that in a vehicle accident that you are going faster, obviously the rate of deceleration increases. So in summary, today we've talked about how keeping your toddler rear facing in the car until at least 2 years of age will greatly improve the risk of injury in the event of a car accident. Now, due to the toddler's body size, the inadequate muscle development, a rear facing car seat can better protect the child, the child's head and neck. It can more fully cradle the child's body and can more evenly distribute the force that is generated in a motor vehicle accident. So I hope that with these little tidbits of information that I have been able to give you enough knowledge to help to persuade you to keep your child rear facing for as long as possible, up until the age of 2, like I said, is the current recommendation. And even if you, as I said, you don't have children, you can let parents who aren't aware know that the current recommendation is to keep children rear facing up until the age of 2. So I would like to just say that, as a parent myself, how many parents wouldn't want to do whatever they could to increase the chances of keeping their child safe. So now that you have this knowledge, I'm hoping, as I said, even if you do not have children, that you take this knowledge and put it to good use so that we can help and keep our children as safe as possible. Thank you.